Hello, Instagram. Hello, people of Earth. Hello, big, beautiful world. Today starts a new segment, and I just thought of this about 2 minutes ago. And sometimes the best things come from just on a whim. But from here on out, on Mondays in the afternoon, no specific time, I'm doing Mondays with Dino. I'll be in the car, I'll be driving, and we're going to talk about how our week was, or how my week was last week going into this week. It's a brand new week, it's Monday, so we got a lot to cover. So last week, it's a good week, but today, it's freezing, like really, really cold. And it's going to be really, really cold tomorrow and really, really cold again this weekend. January and winter have finally met up. So it's free. It's 12 degrees right now, but when I left for work at 4:30 this morning, it was 1 degree. They said the wind chill was -30 with the wind chill. It was freezing. Feels like the wind has died down a bit. And yeah, that noise is my brakes from my car, which I desperately need to get fixed soon. But anyways, yeah, -30 with the wind chill here in the Quad Cities: Davenport, Iowa, Moline, Rock Island, Bettendorf. Just crazy. But hopefully it blows itself out. And hey, what's up, Evan? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Hopefully we can get this past our system, and let's just crossing my fingers that February we start to warm up slightly, and we start pushing towards spring. You know, what is today? Today's the 19th, so we've got what? About two more months of winter. So hopefully by mid-February, when we're halfway through, or mid-February, halfway going in, you know, halfway to spring, that we start going up here in Iowa. I know come the 28th of this month, I'll have not paddleboarded in 2 whole months, which completely I dislike. But I'm waiting. I'm definitely waiting. Anyways, what do we got to discuss? So last week, I had an appointment with a spine specialist to really figure out what's going on with my back, and the evaluation is basically said that it's fractured completely. My, what do they call it, L5 vertebrae is cracked. It's pushing on the nerve, causing pain to shoot down my leg on my left side into my calf, and it comes and goes. Sometimes it's worse than others, but I have to be honest, completely honest, I stopped heavy lifting in the gym 2 weeks ago when I found out the first time what was going on. And I have not been in as much pain since then. I've been swimming a lot more. The workouts that I am doing are very light, very high repetitive, lightweight, building my cardio and my endurance, which I'm proud of, because I definitely need that when I'm paddleboarding. Oxygen, and you're training your muscles to go longer, farther, and faster for an extended period of time is what I'm really going for. So this is the first time I've actually switched up my training in probably 5 years, 6 years. So I'm kind of excited to see, once I get back on the water, how I improve. So, like I said, just keeping it light. Everything's light. You know, 15 to 20 reps, no rest. You know, about a minute rest in between sets, and keeping that oxygen going. Get my workouts done in about 35 minutes, and then essentially getting in the sauna for 20 minutes right afterwards every time. Same with swimming. You know, when I swim, I go hard for 25 yards, rest for 30 seconds, and then go hard again for another 25 yards, basically doing 16 different sets, and then resting in between, and then doing like a cool down. So, and let me tell you, that is an oxygen burner for sure. I mean, crazy oxygen burn. I mean, when you're sweating in a cold pool, you got to be doing something right. I mean, you're just, I'm so hot. It's like that, even the cold pool isn't cold anymore. So, yeah, hitting it hard. I actually have an MRI this Thursday at the doctor to get a better look at what's going on with my spine, to make sure that there isn't any kind of bulging discs or anything else going on, so we can get a plan of attack to go from there. Start physical therapy next Monday night. I'm excited to see what they're going to have me doing. I'll imagine, from what I've been hearing, it's a lot of abdominal work, working my core, which goes hand in hand with my paddleboarding. So it's all going to work out, you know. And I'm supposed to go on a trip at the end of February. I may not be able to surf with the injury, but I can definitely paddle flat water or be on my belly and ride my body boogie board. So I just don't want to take any chances of like wrecking really hard in a wave and, you know, complicating anything. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, staying busy, that's for sure. You guys watch football? Obviously, you know I'm a Packers fan, but went over to my parents' house last night and watched the Chicago Bear game. It was exciting, really exciting. My dad and brother are Bear fans, and we had a good meal, all hung out, and yeah, the Bears just couldn't pull it out there at the end, but it was exciting to watch, that's for sure. So it's always next season, and I honestly think that the Seahawks are going to win the whole thing. You may disagree with me out there, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. Broncos, Seahawks. I guess if the Broncos, Bo Nix was healthy, but I don't know. I guess anything can happen any given Sunday or any game. Anybody can be beat. So, yeah, heading home now, and gonna relax a little bit, and back to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Do it all over again tomorrow. So, anyways, what else happened last week? I can't really think. Nothing too spectacular. I designed a new logo for Dino Life on Water. I don't know if some of you guys saw that, but it actually has the Lost Grove Lake design behind Dino Life on Water, and I thought that's a perfect way to really establish who I am with my brand and my image, because it all started with Lost Grove Lake. The first time I ever paddleboarded was on Lost Grove Lake. The first time I ever made any kind of content or anything was on Lost Grove Lake. Any kind of pictures that were posted for anything were on Lost Grove Lake. The first two paddle fests at Lost Grove Lake. So it just makes perfect sense, you know. I feel like Lost Grove Lake is a part of me. It's a part of my brand. It's a part of who I am. And it's a part of where I grew up. So somebody sees that image and they question, what is that? They'll know, oh, that's Lost Grove Lake in the image. You know, that's where Dino's from, Iowa. And if you guys haven't ever paddled Lost Grove Lake, hey, please come to Iowa. We can have a blast. Found out about a month ago that you can camp there for free. I saw people doing it all last summer, putting tents up, and my niece and her husband, they camped out there like a couple times last year. And now that I know that, I plan on doing that all summer long. I mean, next year for Paddle Fest number 3, or Lost Grove Paddle Fest number 3, we don't got to go home. We can set up the tents right there at Sliding Rock Boat Ramp, have a night paddle, crash in the tents, and get up, have a morning paddle. Like, it's going to be that much better next year for the Lost Grove Paddle Fest. So stoked for the summer now. My niece actually showed me some really cool places to camp out there that are kind of in some timber that I didn't know about. So So I'm stoked about that. I've never got to go there and actually paddle it. I've never really paddled Lost Grove at night, or even paddled anywhere in general at nighttime. So that's one thing off my list. Another thing off my list is I want to paddle in a snowstorm. Unfortunately for me, when there's a snowstorm, usually the water's frozen. And I've wanted to do that for a long time. So, got to mark that off my list. My buddy from Alaska, the Valdez board man, some of you guys might know him. He's out there. He's paddling in the winter every day, man. Loving it out there in snowstorms and right there. And I believe the Gulf of Alaska there in Valdez, Alaska. Love to go out there and do that with them. So that's on my list. And I don't know. I think it's going to be the best year ever for going forward. And honestly, I've been watching a lot of motivational videos. And I feel like my wheels are turning constantly in my head. So it's going to be a great year. And I'm stoked to be on the iRocker team again for 2026. If you need a paddleboard, check out iRocker paddleboards. They're awesome. I've been using them for 4 or 5 years now, and they've always done what I need them to do. So check them out. Tell them Dino sent you. I'm sure they'd love to hear that. Stoked to be on the Piranha Eyewear and Max Eyewear team again for 2026. The Blackfish Paddle team for 2026. And who knows what else will happen. Just blessed, you know. But you got to keep, you know, I'm a firm believer in you got to keep working. You have to keep working towards something. And my ultimate goal is to be able to do this for a living. So once I meet that goal, I'll have made it in my eyes. Don't care where I live. I don't care how much money I make. All I know is if I can do what I love to do every day, paddleboard, make content, that's it. That's all I want to do. So, all right. Well, this was the first Monday session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm on all social media. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the Instagram. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, on all those, hit me up. Dino-Halsey. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. You get 2 videos away from number 500. 500 videos already. It's going to be a special one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm trying to hold out to figure it out. So, but 500 videos almost in 10 years. That's, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm happy about that. You know, that's a lot. So, anyways, have a great night. We'll talk to you again next Monday night. Riding in the car with Dino, and just keep having fun. Keep chasing your dream. Hey, Bruce. Hope you're doing great, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.